Well, welcome back to this playthrough of Trails Through Daybreak. We're still walking around Edith and seeing what we can find and doing a few side quests. So, we finished up Station Street and we're headed to Seiden District. So, let's go there. You ask anybody on the street and they'll tell you Etwis is where the luxury's at. But the other companies want a piece of that market too. They're putting out their own high-end models. It'll be really interesting to see how they do luxury. And you bet I'm gonna be comparing their specs. I heard they're showing them off at Basil's Motor Pavilion before they hit the market. Man, I'd love to head over there someday. I tell you what, Vern Stock's been on a real roller coaster ride lately. It's making my head spin. One minute they have Elsheim cash out the wazoo for that film festival. Next, their subsidiary gets slapped with a patent lawsuit. They've got a high floor thanks to their federal contracts, but man, they've been putting out fires left and right. And those reparation funds are a ticking time bomb. Once they dry up, all those stocks could go kaput. Their CEO is, well, let's just say he doesn't have the best reputation on the market floor. He's a real knee-jerk kind of guy, always moving to put out fires in the short term at the expense of the long term. It's bad for stability. Something's got to give there. He can't keep doing that much longer. Oh, that new mafia, Omada. They've really gone and wrought havoc on Edith. Those guys have no moral compass at all. Peddling drugs, extorting money from innocent people. Psh. Make sure you don't get tangled up in one of their schemes. They're getting more crafty by the day. Now, we're no strangers to dealing with smugglers and gangs here in Edith. That just comes with the territory. But how are they lighting the whole black market on fire like that? Unless they've got some kind of stash or hideout in Edith. It just doesn't add up.
That policeman looks so cool.
Oh, didn't expect to run into you here. Something up? Just wanted to check out a few things before this interview I've got in Messeldom. Messeldom, huh? Sucks what's going on over there. Just hearing the name makes me think of those guys. Yeah, shame too. That place is real beautiful. Has a great view out over the Northern Sea. Though, last I heard, they've already moved their operations further inland. The police and the guild are all over them, so they're lying low for the time being. I suspect they'll be back at it soon enough. Figures. And here I thought I could finally relax for a bit. Well, you catch wind of anything on your end, I'd appreciate it if you kicked it over my way. You got it. You know, credit where it's due, Marielle put out a pretty decent piece on Tharbad. She's been running around all over the place lately, but I guess there's a method to her madness.
Well...
Or sheer dumb luck. We've had an uptick in reporters from victims of these just awful crimes. My heart aches when I listen to them. They really run the gamut: fraud, assault, gang violence, business violations, even some strange reports tracing back to the church. Criminals may be diversifying, but their targets remain the same: poor, innocent people. Crime never changes.
Indeed.
course, crime isn't all we handle. We get folks turning in lost items, asking about public services, that kind of stuff. There's a lot to handle, and it all goes through me as the receptionist here. I do my best to make sure everybody's needs are met. I try to be clear and concise with people's questions, so their visit goes as smoothly as possible. I've dealt with my fair share of reporters in my job, but that dingo Brad guy's stumping me. What's he really after? He knows more than he seems to let on from the times I've worked with him. I don't buy that he's just some meld journo. Feels like getting involved with him is only asking for trouble, though. I'd best keep my distance. There are all kinds of reporters out there, and we need to make sure to treat them all fairly. Some of those guys try to kiss up to us or appeal to emotion. Shit like that. Sometimes they just need to back off. Confidential information is usually confidential for a reason. Art is a subtle thing. Behind the obvious shapes and colors lie abstract feelings and emotions, and that's what makes artwork so important. What may appear unimportant on the surface can turn out to be vital in understanding the bigger picture. You need to firmly grasp your subject. And for me, there's no subject more enigmatic than Treon Tower. Something about it just speaks to me, and I'm driven to find out why. If I can put that abstract quality to canvas, I'll understand this feeling deep inside me and share it with the whole world. Will you, though? Will you really? Oh, hello, sir. Oh, yeah. Hi. Guy looks like a butler or something. What's he doing here? He seems to be waiting for someone. Oh, that's going to be our other 4 SPG from the board.
I'm
Wah,
so
wah.
in love with this
Welcome to Erland, sir.
The amazing thing about the EGC is that all the clothes you see the models wearing, you can go and buy for yourself. So it's more like an expo than a fashion show, and it's big PR for the brands. In the fashion industry, it's one of the biggest events of the year. I'll be doing more than just attending this year. I'm helping out as a staff member. Just 2 months left until opening day. I gotta work hard. This needs to be everything that a girl could dream of.
We have full confidence in our products.
Do.
We await your next.
Okay. The Edith Girls Collection, or EGC, is an ode to fashion design. All the biggest brands strut their stuff there. This will be my 5th show, but it never ceases to get me all hyped up when the time rolls around. I was actually involved with the very first EGC. It was a very formative experience for me. In a roundabout way, I have the EGC to thank for launching my own career. Oh hey. We have that. But what do we got? How very Yuna of you.
All right.
Kirk's got talent, but his stubborn streak isn't making him any friends. Well, aside from Simon and me anyway. I guess that quirk of his is what makes him interesting. He acts all standoffish, but whenever so often he turns into this spoiled little kid, he just refuses to eat peppers. Can you believe that?
Following some disorder on the day of the award ceremony.
Oh, it's you. Hey, thanks for helping out with that whole thing with Mark. Those boys you got wrapped up with are still going and causing trouble, if you could believe it. They're just acting like nothing happened after they sent one of their own guys to die. Makes me want to puke. And they're still getting new members. Guess some numbnuts out there think they're cool. Well, we ain't all got clean rap sheets, but that doesn't matter here. We leave it all on the court. Everybody has stuff on their plate, but you can find common ground. Find a place where you belong, if you just get help and talk to people. But the gangs don't give a shit about that. They just drag people down and don't let go, being miserable for the sake of it. Makes me sick. That ain't no road to recovery. It's just a downward spiral. That's all you got? Don't you catch on after losing over and over again? Goddess, I hate his arrogant ass. But I gotta admit he's good. That ain't just dumb luck. Simon's probably the only one who can take him on at this point. But Kirk, a little advice from someone who's been around longer than you? Pride comes before the fall. Sounds like you're just mad because you're bad. But thanks for the advice. Hate to say it, but I'm just built different from most of the players here. Anybody can practice here, of course, but man, sometimes it gets hard to practice with those guys around. I can feel their jealous eyes on me. Is Simon really the only player good enough for me? I don't care if it's somebody talented or just a physical freak. Just give me something.
Let's see what we've got.
Due to various reasons, I cannot reveal the details of this request here. Please forgive me. Danger is approaching my lady, and I need your help to save her. I shall explain everything in person. I will be waiting beneath the overpass in the Seiden district. Well, see? Okay, that's all the boards checked. We have 3 jobs on today's docket. Yeah, we've got to at least take care of 2 of them by the day's end. All right, then.
Why don't we see...
All right, well, we've already got one of them done, so...
Something?
That request from the Vern Company is really taking the lion's share of my attention. And upper management's already at their wits' end with that litigation debacle. Red Star and Etos are poised to cause even more problems if we don't keep their power and foreign ties in check. But then, there's the rub. We find that perfect balance and we put a king's ransom in our pockets. This case has proven to be a cut above what we usually handle. I'd like to be there in the thick of it to make sure it all goes smoothly. But perhaps a little pick-me-up first wouldn't hurt.
Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal.
You know, I've been wondering, how come you switched to skewers at night? I mean, it still tastes good, but why only at night? I'm a soba man, and that's what I sell during the day. But I had some regulars telling me they wanted some skewers to go with their drinks after work. So I threw them a bone, and here we are. Damn, that's dedication. Not every vendor goes out of the way for customer requests like that. Hey, so, think you could start stocking some Eastern sweets? Customer request. Sorry, request declined. I'm a soba man, and that's all I've got. Sweets aren't really my forte. If I'm doing a customer request, I want to do it right. I'm just not the guy to ask for those. Sorry. Well, I'm stuffed. I'm set, and I've got 2 hours to burn before my next job. Guess I've got some time for that little thing you asked me about. Oh, yeah. Sorry for asking when you're so busy. It'd be a big help if you could, though. Come on, loosen up now. You're a B rank, right? Gotta learn to be more casual on the job and let the rank speak for itself. Now, let's see if you can keep up with my full course treatment. Yes, sir. This is like a Zin or Elaine level client I'm working with here. I can't mess this up. You've got a long way to go, but you won't do yourself any favors by rushing your steps. Take it at your own pace. Get me? Old man Hazel has a good eye, you know. That promotion will come around when you're ready for it. Oh, I know. I just want to get this monkey off my back. You get me? I've wanted this promotion for a while. I really want to land on Elaine's radar soon. If I can get her to train me, I'll be on the fast track to a promotion. Huh? What was that? Oh, nothing. Yeah. Rumsfeld is out of office at the moment. I can help you with whatever security concerns you may have. Or, if you have a service request, you can reach out to Cremona. The young miss really worries me lately. Is everything all right with her? Rumsfeld left me in charge here, but would I be more help out there? The young miss would normally be hanging around in the lobby at this time of day, and she's not in her penthouse either. Where could she have gone, I wonder? It's a little early for her usual walk, and she's been gone far longer than usual. Rumsfeld has been acting strangely, too. Something smells fishy. So, Polanski, do you really think the Republican Party has a shot at taking the chamber back? The Patriot League plays everything close to the chest, and I'm sure you've heard those grumblings about some mysterious Vern contract. I'm worried that we'll be left behind if we don't follow suit. We have to respond, don't we? I understand that, Jennifer, but I assure you, the party is not just sitting idly by. Look before you leap, as they say. A better opportunity may be waiting just around the corner. A politician must be decisive, but not hasty. They must know when the time is right. Is that party policy or just your personal approach? Oh, it's just my intuition speaking. I suspect you'll get similar answers from our fellow partymen, though. We've taken away plenty of hard lessons from those long years under Rocksmith, to say nothing of the current administration. Politics is all about negotiating and bargaining. You need to know how and when to play your cards, and indeed, when not to. Jennifer seems to be expecting me to make a move, announce some big initiative as the heart of the party. But speaking from experience, I prefer not to be so rash. The bigger picture is more complicated than she makes it out to be. I understand she has her own interests, her own agenda to push, but she could stand to think a little more critically about this. That old fox think he's some big shot just because he's cushy with Rocksmith. He's about as far across the aisle from Rocksmith as one could possibly be, but he could be my in. All right. Well, let's go take care of the monster first. Okay, what you got for me here? I ain't capable of nothing.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
The enemy is indeed suppressed. Oh. Why you gotta go and be that way?
Show 'em what you're really capable of. Praise Arusha and the flames. Be careful. That thing looks mean. Next one.
Does it though? They don't really look mean.
Combat over. Processing data.
Oh, I already got all these. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna go running then. Run in, and run in, and... Hello. A fearsome foe is prowling. Yes, let's exterminate it. Oof.
You won't get away with this.
Okay. Won't I, though? Okay, we're gonna hold off. Yep.
A chance for a shard boost.
And we will, just not quite yet.
You won't lose.
Okay, Anyas.
Time to go all out.
Earth and water, huh? Well, or earth and wind, rather.
Going all in.
Yep.
Initializing drive.
You're gonna do that. And...
Tap their weakness with an arc.
Yep.
Think fast. Take this.
Come and get me. Jelly smack. Okay.
Going all in.
Water is better than fire. But
It's working.
we also have Mirage, which does full damage.
A chance for a shard boost.
Definitely.
Time to go all out.
Also,
Some initiation
definitely.
drive.
All you want. A chance.
Okay.
Go all out.
Go all out. What do we got here?
Vandalize. Raid.
We have a big boom. Okay, well, not much to worry about there.
Activate
Trigger?
skill.
Yes, trigger.
Reset.
Also trigger. Van goes next.
Activating skill.
Even better.
Chance.
Well, see,
Boost.
I don't think you guys should be able to do the things you want to do.
Don't take your eye off the enemy.
I don't think you should be able to at all.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Activating skill. It's the end of the line. You're finished. Ignis. Rampage.
Boom. Shield breaker, sword breaker.
Energy output max.
Yep.
Good luck. Some elements look effect. Activating skill. It's over. Radiant. Seiko.
And 52.
Boost gauge limiter removed. Miss Claudel.
Oopsie daisy.
Certain arts will be more effective.
Well, yeah, but also, I don't really have to worry about that.
I suggest we strike now.
Certain arts will be more effective. Activating skill.
By the heavens! Here!
Oopsie.
Nice. Moving on up.
Rapid burst to rapid eruption.
Oh, I could do better. I'm stronger than ever.
Found
That takes
quartet.
Reward deposited.
All right. Okay. Your Zypha's ringing, Van. So it is. I swear I've seen this number before.
What's up, Arkride? Heard you had a bad time in Tharbad.
Ugh. Not you.
Aw, what do you mean, not you? You're gonna make me cry.
Can you blame me for being wary? You people are always hovering over me and judging how I choose to handle my work. Plus, I have a sinking feeling you're only calling to bring trouble to my doorstep. Again.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, this job's a toughie for sure. I'll cut to the chase. Would you mind coming with me to the 13th?
What? Huh? The 13th? Surely you don't need me to spell out what that means. You strike me as the kind of guy who'd drop by there a lot. No comment. I'm curious. What business do you have there? Oh, nothing major. But it's not exactly a place I fit in, especially as of late. So I figured I'd ask you if you could tag along. Come on, help a guy out, will ya? All right, you win. You owe me one after this, though. Want to meet up in the C3 area? Sure thing. Oh, and don't feel like you need to rush if you got other business to take care of. I can keep myself busy while I wait. So what do you want? Oh, nothing much. Don't worry about it. Guess I'll head over once I've wrapped up my other work. Choosing call it a day from the travel menu will cause the main story to advance. Well, yeah, but first we gotta go... and talk to Rumsfeld.
Off we go.
That's fair.
What is quartet? Okay, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Albion, meh. I don't want to lose Tyrant Storm though. But replacing Flare with Quartet is...
Driver changed.
Okay, well, for now, actually,
Driver changed.
leave that on Flare. When we get back to an orbit station, we'll swap things around a little bit and give her some oomph. But first, on my to-do list, let's go... Doobie-doobie-doo. Film festival article, endless paperwork. Let's go with Elaine. Let's go with Elaine. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Hey there. Not used to seeing you here. Oh, it's you, Van. I'm not here to watch any movies. I was just passing through after receiving a nearby assignment. That explains it. For a sec, I thought you were slacking off and sneaking into showing. Just because you have that sort of time on your hands doesn't mean we all do. I happen to be as busy as ever. Hey, I'm plenty busy too, you know? I'm just taking a short break. Anyway, which movie caught your attention? Curious what Beauty's Blade is into these... Sorry, I can't talk anymore. I have to get back to work. Hey, I was just asking. The Mishy everyone loves is hitting the big screen. Mishy in Boots, coming to theaters this November. Well, that explains it. Can't say I'm shocked she's a little bashful about it. Nothing wrong with liking Mishy, though. I've got an idea. Sometime later. Hey again. Wow, we met twice in one day. What are the chances? You're playing it off like it's a coincidence, but I suspect this was very much deliberate. I could arrest you for stalking, you know. Oh, don't be like that. I just wanted to give something to you. Here you go. It's this? A Mishy plush. Yep. This thing's merch for the Mishy and Boots movie that's coming next month. You can only get it in theaters for a limited time. You have no idea how long I had to wait in line for it. Why did you go out of your way to do that for me? Well, I figured you wanted one because you looked like you were dying to see it. I don't want to see it that much. But even if I did, that doesn't mean you had to get this for me. Well, that wasn't the only reason. I just happened to remember about that promise I broke all those years ago. I know giving you this thing won't fully make up for it. You aren't wrong. Also, did you just refer to Mishy as this thing? Rude. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, catch you later. So, there's a theme park in Crossbell called Michelin Wonderland. Well, that's new, and this is its mascot. We're back. What are you reading there? Looks like it's some news from Crossbell. Anyway, what's this cat-looking thing? Mishy? Looks ugly as hell. Don't tell me you like that thing. I'm allowed to like whatever I want. I'm sorry my tastes aren't up to your standards. It's always good to see you two getting along so well. Crossbell is only one station away on the Transcontinental Railroad. Why don't you take a part-time job so you can take her next year? Don't push me into it. So, what are you thinking? If you really want to go, really? You'd take me? I mean, if you'd really like to take me that badly, I suppose I can come along. You just can't be cute, can you? You're one to talk, Mr. Dark and Brooding. Thank you, Van. I can hardly wait to go. Does he have any idea how many years it's been since then? Still, I'm happy he remembered. Afterwards, Van reunited with the others and got back to work.
You've always been stubborn as a mule. Although I suppose that's reassuring in its own way.
Just so. Yo, we got a request from a Rumsfeld. You the guy? I'm the Spriggan from Arkwright Solutions. Ah, yes, thank you. It's good to put a face to the name. Your request entailed rescuing a young lady. Yes, let's get right to it. I haven't much time. The lady in question is Berzelia, daughter of the CEO of the Bank of Edith. My name is Rumsfeld, and I serve as the young Miss Butler and bodyguard. Oh, wow. That's one of the biggest financial institutions in Calvert. They have a watertight reputation, from what I hear. They do everything by the book. Wow, that's impressive. So she's really rich? Okay, so what's the situation? Right. It brings me shame to admit, but she's been kidnapped. We don't know who the perpetrator might be. It only just happened last night. As her caretaker, I'm just... Yeah, that's serious. I was worried that's what it was. Sounds pretty dire. Did the kidnapper make any demands? What other information do we have to go on? Well, the young miss is a semi-permanent resident here at the hotel penthouse, you see. Her father arranged it for her, hoping it would let her live more on her own terms than if she were at his home. But last night, the young miss slipped away for a night to herself, and she failed to return. This morning, we found a ransom note delivered to the hotel, written for the president. We have your daughter, 10 million mira, in cash. Bring the money to the exchange point, bring police or bracers, and we kill her. Indeed, some individual or group has captured her. The culprit also sent the mobile terminal Berzelia has been using. They're meticulous to a terrifying degree. That's why I turn to you. We need your help to investigate these villains. We'd also like you to accompany her father to the exchange point. Oh, I getcha. They said no police or bracers, but maybe they'll count a Spriggan as an exception. Okay, we all right taking this on now? Yup. We're on the case. Thank you ever so much. I knew I could count on you. So, first off, can we talk to the dad? Where is he? Well, the CEO, her father, rather, is often busy with his work. He's currently overseeing a project to bring Orbital network coverage to rural areas in Calvert. As this involves traveling to said areas, he has no network signal out there. We've been unable to contact him. Yeah, that's a problem. If he doesn't have any signal, we straight up can't call him, right? Yeesh. Talk about bad timing. So that pretty much puts him out of the question. We gotta do this on our own, sounds like. I did observe some strange behavior that might be relevant to the case. Lately, Berzelia has been refusing her bodyguard's company when she goes out. She frequents the Tyrell district on those days. I see. We would keep a watch on her from a distance when she would go there, and we found that she had befriended this young man who, pardon my judgment, but he has the air of a ruffian about him. Huh. Could he have roped Berzelia into something shady? Well, in spite of it, their interactions were surprisingly cordial. The young man would buy her ice cream, take her to movies. By all accounts, they were simple friends. We had thought she was in good hands and that we could give her her space, but evidently not. I see. That makes me curious about the young man's background. Same. Let's get to work. First up, Tyrell. Oh, do we have some time before they want the ransom money? We do have time. By all means, take whatever time you need to investigate. The criminals specified Dirk Memorial Park as the exchange point. I will await you at the park's entrance. Once you've completed your investigation, please rendezvous with me. Sounds like a plan. Alright, gang. Let's get out there and start digging for clues. Let's hit up that ice cream vendor first, see what they have to say. Understood. I'll keep tabs on the time we have left until the handover.
Time to start working.
Tyrell District.
Go, go, go! How about some nice cold ice cream?
Hi there. I'm a private investigator working on a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for one of our clients at the moment. Have you had a rich-looking girl stop by her stall by any chance? She would have had a young guy with her, something of a delinquent. Oh, yes. I know exactly who you must be talking about. They looked like the oddest pair together, so they stuck out like a sore thumb. That's great. Could you tell us more about them? Do you remember what they were talking about? What was your impression of them? Let me think. For two people who seemed about as different as you could get, they were getting along unusually well. Like they were pretty good friends. The guy looked like a bit of a rough character, but he was telling her all kinds of things about the Tyrell district. As for the girl, she seemed pretty worried about her relationship with her dad. He was being pretty sweet, trying to give her advice from what I could hear. That's interesting. So she was talking about her family. Judging by what Rumsfeld told us, it definitely sounded like she and her father weren't all that close. Maybe that's been bothering her. Could you tell us a bit more about the guy? Anything that stuck out about him? Every little detail helps. He didn't seem all that remarkable to me, so it's hard to know what to say. But he did seem surprisingly naive for a guy who otherwise looked like a troublemaker. I can tell you that much. I think I also heard him mention that his mom runs a general store over in Old Town. Did you say general store? Huh. Of all the people it could have been, had to be him, huh? Wild. What do you mean, Mr. Arkwright? Is that to say you might know the identity of the young man in question? Yeah, you could say that. Think about it. Old Town, general store, deadbeat son. There's only one guy I can think of who ticks all the boxes. I'm talking about Eddie, son of the lady who runs Newberry General Store. Oh, now I get it. You must be right. I've heard rumors before that he likes to go out partying at night. We still don't know how the hell a guy like him wound up meeting such a rich girl, though. There's got to be more to this story still. We need to find more info. If you're looking for someone else to talk to, why don't you try Macmillan Cafe? I've seen the two of them talking out on the terrace before a handful of times. Someone there might know something. I see. Thank you for the information. We'll be sure to look into it. Oh.
Smash hits. Wolf's Requiem.
Hi there. I'm a private investigator working on a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for one of our clients at the moment. You see any young, rich girls hanging out with a rough around the edges guy around here recently? Doesn't have to be a big lead or nothing. Whatever you know, we'd appreciate it if you shared it with us. Oh, a private investigator, huh? That's a neat job you have. You wouldn't happen to be that famous Spriggan everyone likes to talk about in these parts, would you? Spriggan? Sorry, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Not to be rude, but we're pressed for time. You know those two have been to this cafe, and we know those two have been to this cafe, and we're looking to find someone who can tell us more. Sorry if I offended you. Just not every day I get to talk to people like you. Anyway, I definitely know who you're talking about. I've seen those two people sitting at that table over there a lot lately. They get up to some pretty interesting conversations. I know it's rude, but I can't help but listen in on them, you know? May we ask what they've discussed in those conversations? Well, earlier, the girl was asking him all sorts of things about kidnapping. Like, what sort of cases have there been before? What goes into kidnapping someone? Stuff like that. He had this serious expression on his face, but she looked happy and excited for some reason. If only she'd thought to ask me. I'm an expert in that sort of thing. I could have told her everything she wanted to know, and then some. This woman appears to have some very peculiar interests. That's so weird. Why would she want to talk about kidnapping? She must have had some sort of reason. Wait, could it have something to do with this case? Yeah, although we still don't have enough proof yet to be sure. I don't know what you guys are going on about, but it sounds like you were able to figure something out. Glad I was able to help. Oh, one more thing. That guy seems to run with a pretty tough crowd. You'd better be careful if you're going to keep investigating him. Huh? What sort of people are you talking about? From what I overheard, he belongs to Desire. They're a nasty gang. Fighting, stealing, blackmailing, you name it, they've done it, and more. Those people aren't above doing anything. Whatever it takes to get what they want, they'll do it without blinking an eye. I don't think that guy understands what he's gotten himself into. He seems to believe they have more honor and morals than they really do. The girl didn't seem to know any better either, and just went along with what he had to say. We've talked to him before in the past. His name's Eddie, and that was more or less the impression he gave me. Yeah. That makes me think they might just be using him for all he's worth if his outlook toward them is that rosy. That's what I wanted to warn you about. It's not him you need to be concerned about. It's the people he works with that could be a problem. Right. It's entirely possible Eddie's being put up to something without realizing it. Thanks for the tip. You've given us a lot to work with. Now that we know all of that, where should we go next? I think we've got a good handle of what's probably going on here. Now we just need to confirm our findings and go from there. For now, we should figure out what's been going on with Eddie. Time to take a trip to Newberry in Old Town. All right, Old Town. Not calling it a day.
Off we go.
Oh, why hello.
Hey, Brenda. I'm dropping by because of a job. I wanted to ask about your son. Mind telling us what's up with what your kid's been up to lately? Oh, Adios. Should I be worried? Did that boy of mine do something? No, nothing to be alarmed about. We're just looking into something and we thought to ask him a few questions. How has he been doing lately? Feel free to go into as much detail as you can, please. That's a relief. Or as much as can be, really. I get no end of stress when it comes to that boy. As for how he's been lately, something does come to mind. He usually doesn't have a single mirror to his name and will constantly demand I lend him some, but he looks like he's doing well lately. Actually, he even said he'd finally pay me back all he owed. That's good news, isn't it? You don't sound excited. I know for a fact that boy doesn't have a job, not even a part-time one. The money he's been getting is coming from that gang he's a part of. And if that's not enough, they said they might promote him if he did good with his current job, if you can believe it. I think he mentioned it having to do with helping this girl he'd met, but I didn't really get it. The plot thickens. Must be some big shit he's up to if they're offering him authority. There's also the matter of the girl in question. At this point, I believe we can more or less piece together what his task entails. So, Eddie's really up to something dangerous, isn't he? That stupid son of mine. Could you please lend him a hand? Despite everything, I'm still his mother and would hate to see him hurt. Don't even need to ask. Neighbors gotta look out for each other. Ugh. I'm glad we're finally done talking to Brenda. That was a lot. We have everything we need to report back to Mr. Rumsfeld now, don't we? Correct. Considering when the two sides are supposed to meet, the timing couldn't be better. Which means we're heading over to Dirk Memorial Park next. We'll take the time to go through all the info we gathered and come up with an action plan. Sounds good to me. But first, we're gonna come over to the Orbment Station. We are going to... Hey, Fairy. We want Quartet. And then we're going to do this. Plugins. Fairy. This one. Tira. And open that. And open that. Okay. Now then. What can we do? Let's go with Obsidia Ray. Let's go with Fellas. Yes. Yes. All right. That should take care of that. Okay. And we can do that.
Hope to see you again soon.
Entrance to the Memorial Park. Okay, well... Fruit au lait. Yes, just the thing. Oh, I remember you guys. You helped us out with our monster problem earlier. Thanks again for all that. As you can see, we're back in business thanks to you. A few areas still need work, but they'll reopen when they're ready. Hopefully we'll see a good uptick in visitors when all's said and done. Yup. Alright, well, I'm not sure how long this will take, but I remember it being a bit of a fight at the end of it. So we'll stop here, and we'll finish this up next time. Catch you later.